Hello, and welcome to Let's Play SimTower, the Vertical Empire, also known as The Tower in Japan. SimTower was developed by OpenBook and published by Maxis in the United States in November of 1994. Its creator, Yuji Saito, loved SimCity so much that he decided to make his own sim games after he graduated from university, and this is the result. I too loved sim games when I was a kid. SimCity, SimLife, SimEarth, SimIsle, SimAnt, SimFarm. Yeah, really, SimFarm. And of course, SimTower. I've been working on my Let's Play for The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, Game of the Year Edition, for a while now, and I still have every intention of completing it. But it's obviously going to take a really long time, and frankly, I think it might be fun to play a game that lets me just chill and build stuff without any epic shenanigans going on. Now, as soon as I click New Tower, the game is going to dump us into the sim, and things are going to be going super fast, so I'm going to pause it as quickly as I can, which involves clicking in the main window to give it focus, and hitting the Alt key to switch to the menu. Just so you know what's coming. Alright, let's go. Okay, got it. So now that you've had a moment to look around, you might be thinking, wow, that is really retro. What's going on? Well, remember, it was released in 1994, so the OS of choice was Windows 3.1. Yeah, we didn't even have Windows 95 yet. So this is running in a Windows 3.1 virtual machine, for that authentic feeling. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game for real by clicking this in the toolbar, and then I'm going to move the toolbar off of the map window. That's better. So you might wonder, why not maximize this? Let's use the whole screen. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Nope. The best I can do is make it that much taller, which is also why I switched the color scheme from Windows Default to black leather jacket, because the former has a gray background and the latter has a black background. I didn't want to be staring at gray the whole time. Yuck. But yeah, here we are in the edit window. This is where we will be interacting with our tower, building it and whatnot. And I guess that's SimCity in the background, I don't know. And this is the lot that we've been given to build on. It's pretty wide, though I realize that's entirely without context. I mean, is this a lot of space? What's a tower look like? Well, we'll see. But yeah, that's how wide it is. And you can see how very difficult it is to scroll. Gotta stay in the lines, because otherwise it jumps. Pretty frustrating, but it's okay. And then, of course, it is a tower, right? So we can go up. And you can see right here, this number will change. It tells us which floor we're looking at. All the way up to the point where we're looking at the 102nd floor. Now, you can't build on the 102nd floor. The highest floor you can build on is the 100th floor. But you can look up here at least. You can also build below ground, which we will be doing eventually. I mentioned this a moment ago. This is the toolbar. The bulldozer lets us demolish and remove stuff that we no longer want. The finger lets us increase and decrease the height of elevator shafts. We'll get to that later. The magnifying glass lets us examine stuff, as one might expect. And then there are some things we can build here. They are grayed out because the game is paused. This is the map window. It's got a couple of tabs. They're not important just yet. We'll be looking at those later. And we can use it to get around quickly like this. Just go focus on some part of the tower without having to scroll. Finally, we have the info bar, which tells us the time of day, how many stars our tower has, only one right now, the date, which is the first weekday of the first quarter of the first year, how much funding we have. We start off with $2 million, and our tower's population, which is currently 0. We'll also see some information pop up here occasionally, like how much something that we want to build is going to cost, or that we're getting some income, or something like that. Okay, well, if we want to get started, we need to unpause the game, but first, I'm going to switch out of fast mode because that's what makes it go zoom zoom crazy. So no more fast mode. Not right now, anyway. And let's go. It still moves pretty quickly, I'd say. First thing we need to do is build a lobby. Now it says lobby, $5,000. I'm just going to click right here. You'll notice it's not only $5,000 that gets spent. Yeah, that actually spent $20,000 because, here, this should help. See that, let's pause it. Oh, if I do that, I can't talk about what I want to talk about. Oh well. This right here, this piece of floor, and I don't mean like the ground, I mean like a building floor. That is your smallest unit of space. And the smallest bit of lobby that you can make, at least that you can start with, is 4 of these units wide. So 4 times 5,000 was 20,000, and that's why we're at $1,980,000 now. That's where those numbers came from. Okay. We're going to want to build out that lobby. And as we do this, not only is stuff showing up right here, but it's showing up on the map as well. You can also just do this. Just drag. So we have some lobby now. It looks kind of dingy. I guess that tracks, since this is a 1-star tower. Let's start getting some people in here. You have some options. This right here is a condo. You can build one for $80,000, and you get to charge people a certain amount. So you get that, but I'm not going to build any condos. I don't want to. The reason for that is that they have a maximum population of 3. So 3 people move into a condo, and they pay you 1 time to buy the place, and that's it. So it's a great way to make some quick cash at the beginning. We could do that, but why bother when we can also just as easily go into fast mode and let things zoom, zoom, zoom. So yeah, we won't be using condos. I might build one just to demonstrate it, but I don't want to use the money like that right now, the money in the space. Because the thing is, once you bulldoze the condo, the tenants move out. And then they take their money with them. So, and yeah, we do have a timing mechanic. It's evening. Baka! Baka! Yeah. So the first weekday has gone by. It will soon say second weekday. Weeks are quarters in this game. So you have a first weekday, a second weekday, a weekend, and then it starts over again and goes into the next quarter. I mean, sounds good to me. 2 weekdays and then a weekend? Only 1 day, mind you, but still. That'd be pretty nice. What I'm going to start with is actually fast food. Yes, you can build fast food joints. There we go. There are 5 different ones. And they will rotate out as you build them. We need some more room. So let's see here. I'm not going to worry too much about getting everything all perfectly aligned and whatnot, but we'll do our best. Let's put some stairs here so people can get to them. And those stairs count for the whole floor. It's not just leading into this one facility. Now people can get to this one and this one as well. let's expand the lobby. Just don't know the exact size. Let's see. All right, so we can tell that we need to put one more little bit of lobby right there. Because if I try to build this right now, it won't work. Because it'd be hanging. No good. There we go. And I want to put one over here too, so we need a little more lobby on that side. So these 4 are open for business. Oh, we can hear it happening too. I'm not sure if that one's going to be open today. Very few customers. It's open, but you can see people going up the stairs and coming into these. So if we click here, they've had 4 patrons today at this Chinese cafe, but they're complaining that there are very few customers. We could give it a name, a custom name. I don't want to do that. That's a rabbit hole. If you do one, you got to do them all. Well, maybe not, but still. We can even look at the patrons. Woman with kid from outside. Eval is her opinion of the parts of the tower that are relevant to her, so that's pretty good. She's not going anywhere specifically. She's just hanging out in the fast food place. And she has no stress at all. Good. Good. And who's this? This is a homebody from outside. Basically all the same stuff going on there. But hey, I'm glad they came. Welcome to our tower. Kind of more of a 2-story strip mall right now, but that's okay. Now, like in real life, these new fast food joints are going to have a pretty tough time, at least at first. They're not going to have many customers, and they are going to operate at a loss, which is a bummer. But that's the way it is. Let's take a look at building another floor. Yeah, so there's your 1 unit of floor right there, and you can see these little zigzags on the side. Those are emergency staircases. Those will get used in, well, an emergency by security personnel. We'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and expand this floor out all the way. It's not that expensive. It's empty floor, and nobody has any reason to be there right now, but we're going to change that by adding some more stairs and building some offices for $40,000 each. As many as we can. And there is not enough room right here. Oh, just that little bit. Look at that. You know what? That's silly. That's silly. Let's fix that. Now, I can't just build floor down here. That has to be lobby. It has to be. But I can just build floor here. And in fact, I cannot build lobby there. You can only build lobbies every 15 floors. So if I try to do this, for example, it won't work. But once we get somewhere up here, sure, that will be allowed. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because lobbies are very expensive. And why do that when you could build something else on the floor? We'll see. Anyway, let's expand this out and add that final office. Now you can see there's no floor over there right now. It's just empty space. But when we build that office, it will automatically build the floor as well and charge us for it. So we're sitting at, well, it said income from fast food. We had 644,000. We now have 629,000 because, well, as I said, these new fast food places are operating at a loss, and we can take a look at that, in fact. Yesterday's profit, negative 3,000. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. Pretty horrible. All of them. All of them. So that was minus 15,000 there. Oh well. It's okay. It's going to get better. Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, right? It is now the weekend. In fact, the font color is red to help indicate that for some reason. So, these offices will not be rented out on the weekend day. So they're just going to sit there unoccupied. The fast food places, now they might see some customers, and that would be great. But yeah, we're not going to see anything happen with these offices just yet. But if we look at them, this office on the 3rd floor is for rent. You can change the rent if you want to. This is average, just basic 10,000. We could be snooty and say we want 15,000, and this is per quarter. So in other words, weekday 1, weekday 2, weekend, boom, you get rent. Rinse and repeat. You also get rent when they move in. Which means that the first weekday morning after this weekend, we're going to be seeing, let's see, how many offices is this? Because people will rent these out pretty quickly. That's 9. We're going to see $90,000 pretty much immediately. We could lower the rent, but there's really no need to do that. No need at all. Looks like each fast food place adds 10 population to the tower, which is why we've got a population of 50 right now. And once people start renting out the offices, each one of those can have 6 people. So that's pretty dense. And this matters because, let's take a look at the help really quick. I had considered doing a video where I just read the manual out loud so we'd all know what we're looking at, but I think that might be a bit dry even for me. Increasing your star rating. The level of your tower is its star rating. The higher your star rating, the more facilities you can add to your tower. Here's what you need to increase your star rating. To go from 1 to 2 stars, you need a population of 300. Okay. So that's what we're aiming for right now. And we can see that the fast food places are getting some weekend action. Well, not weekend. Weekend. But I suppose it is weekend as well. According to them, I bet. Probably like, boo. Yeah, very few customers. Wah. And we're red. Sad. They're going to be fine. But I will fast forward through the day. Oh, no, I won't. You know what? Let's build more offices. Let's build more offices. Actually, stairs first, so people can get there. And here we go. Looking good. So first thing in the morning, I would expect that all this prime real estate will get rented out, and we will see $180,000 come our way. Which is good because we've got about $250,000 left, a little less. And we started with about 10 times this much. It'll be okay. All right, so it's kind of what? Going to be late afternoon, evening now. Sun's going down. Should be about dinner time. You might get some fast food customers, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Nah, I think fast food is more popular during the day. Let's see. They had 20 customers today. I think that's pretty good, but, you know, they don't. We can see over here in the map window that we've got this nice squatty little building. Income from fast food. Well, that didn't go so well, did it? Still at negative 3,000. Yeah. That will improve. That will improve. I don't know what kind of marketing SimTower does to get people in, but it does work. Things do pick up. It is almost midnight. It won't always be this slow. I'm going to make judicious use of fast mode when things get dull. No worries. It is now the first weekday of the second quarter of the first year. So basically, it's Monday, everybody. Time to get that economy going. We want some money. Any second now. Oh, look at that, look at that. Cha-ching. There's a holdout. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And people are climbing the stairs to get to the offices. We can look at the stairs. Oh, too quick for me. How about here? A couple people on this set of stairs. Now on board, 3. This is a salesman, and he is from one of the offices on the 3rd floor. He's giving the tower pretty good evaluations so far, so I guess he likes his office suite, and he likes how he gets to it and from it. He is going to the office on floor 3. He's got it's not a bad stress level. I mean, you know, he's climbing the stairs. Give the guy a break. And that's about it. Oh, fast food places opened up. The nice thing is that these office workers will visit the fast food places, which improves their business. And if we look at the offices, and that one's not full right now, but you can see 4 people are in there. Only 3 there. Oh dear. That's not great. And I think I know why. So this evaluation is kind of ew, right? One way to address that is to lower the rent. But I have a feeling that people don't like having to use the stairs. Why don't we have an elevator here? That is easily solved. The thing about elevators is it's kind of messy because you build it and then it's going to visually cover up parts of your tower. You can build around them if you want to, but there's no point. You just end up wasting space. So yeah, we'll just put this right here. And yeah, also, now it's really obvious. See how it switched to this hand cursor, and it's blinking like crazy. I can't do anything about that. And I'm sorry. I know it's just like, ugh, what? But it's something to do with the way the game renders its animations, and we're stuck with it. Blink, blink, blink. So we'll just have to get through it together. But anyway, so this, let's pause for a second. This elevator's not doing anybody any good right now, the way that it is, because, well, you just kind of walk in and go, well, that's a nice elevator car you got there. Okay, well, I'm going to go now and use the stairs because it doesn't do nothing. And we want to fix that. So we go back to this pointer cursor and drag this. The nice thing is that didn't cost anything. We've already spent the money building the elevator shaft and its car. We didn't have to spend extra money to drag it up into our floors, and now it's being used. It is being used. Look at that. That should make people a little happier. They do prefer, generally, to use the elevator. Only thing about it is it can get full, or it might be going up and down so much that people who are waiting for it, like these two, might eventually go, wow, this elevator takes forever. I needed to be home by now. I'm annoyed. And their stress level will increase. See, it's quitting time, so people are packing into the elevator. So far, so good. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. And the thing about elevators is each shaft, like this for example, can only be 30 floors tall. So you want to be strategic about that. But there are some nice things you can do with them. I'm not going to go into all the details about this right now because, well, it's income from fast food. Let's check to see if it was actually income this time. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Hey, now we're profiting. Business is good. So we're going to have a little cash flow there, and I like that. Anyway. So yeah, with elevators, you can set schedules for what it should do on weekdays versus the weekend. So there are these things that can happen during different times of the day. Other configurable items, stuff like that. And you can set each car's home floor. So I could say, you really should be hanging out on the 4th floor all the time. But no, I think the lobby is fine. There it goes. You can also click on floors in the shaft to say, do not stop on this floor. So now, people cannot use the elevator to get to the fast food places on the 2nd floor. They have to take the stairs, like those folks just did, I guess. Or maybe they're just taking the stairwell, period. But no, it's okay. We want to allow people to take the elevator to get up to the fast food places. I like that it's raining. I love that stuff, even if it's just, you know, a few little pixels here and some noises, some gurgly water noises. I love that stuff in games. I love that kind of atmosphere. It's nice. Thing is, the fast food joints, they disagree with me. They go, the rain might cause fewer customers, because, you know, nobody wants to go out in this. I'm sure you guys will be fine. Ooh, look at that. People piling up. We might start to see some stress pretty soon. Oh, look at that. Okay, so, yes, we have stress. 5 people. They're all going, what's up with this elevator? Why hasn't it come down here yet? What's going on? So they're starting to get stressed out. They're not happy. You got to pay attention to that. Best thing to do would be to add an additional elevator car right there. Now we can see that there are 2 cars in this shaft. And just like we were able to tell that first car that it should live on the 4th floor, we can do that with the new car that we just put in. Maybe it should be on the 4th floor by default. I don't think it should, so I'm going to put it back down at the 1st floor. But we have that option. Oh, that F right there, that red F, meant that the elevator car was full. But this is okay. I mean, we might make a few improvements. We might add additional elevator cars or something like that, but we're going to want to make some money with this current setup and then move on to working on increasing that population to 300 to become a 2-star tower. And we'll do that in the next video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you then.